Okay. So today we will discuss about decorators. So what is decorators? We will discuss about. So basically, in Lightning Web Component, there are three decorators. So what decorators means if you read about Apex, so there is annotation. So what annotation does? It adds extra values to either variable, either class, either function. So for example, if I add at the rate is test annotation for a class, this that class becomes test class. If I add at the rate future for a method, that method behaves like a async function. Means annotation gives extra power to either class, either variable, either function. So similarly, decorators does the same in the LWC. So in Apex, we give it to class, function, or property, right? In LWC, we give we bind decorators with the variable, property, or function. So what I have written, the Lightning Web Components programming model provide three unique decorators for adding functionality to a property or function. Property we already talked about, right? Yesterday we talked about, and function we already know. Means inside a class there is a property and functions, right? Property stores the data and functions maintains the contains the business logics. So if you add decorator to a property or a function, it gives extra power. And a field can have only one decorator, means we can assign only one decorator for a field. So what are these three decorators? We will talk about one by one. First one is at the rate track. So yesterday we saw if a field कह लो either variable, you say variable. If a field variable value changes and the field variable is used in a template or in a getter of a property that's used in a template, the component re-renders and display new value. We already saw this study. Means if I am changing the value of a variable and that value is being used on HTML template, the component re-renders, right? Or either if that property, or you can say that if that variable is used inside a getter of a property and that variable is being used on a template, the component also re-renders and displays the new value. We already saw this study. So, but what is the need of track? What is the need of track? Means I am assigning a new value to a variable, and that value is being displayed on HTML template. But what is the need of track then? So let's read another line. If a field variable is assigned an object or an array, the framework observes some changes to the internals of the object or array when you assign a new value. Means it is saying that if the variable value is of object type or array type, and if we are going to change the object, means what is object? Object contains, you can say that object contains key value pair. So but inside the object, if we are making any changes, you can say that LWC engine does not track that changes. We will see the example. Means for example, this is a variable I declared. For example, let's say name equal to Amit Kumar. I'm directly assigning this value, right? So means this variable, this is the name of the variable and I am directly assigning the value. You can say that it's a simple, you can say that it's a primitive type variable. But let's see example of another variable, address equal to what we say city, colon Delhi. So if you see this, this is a object type. This is object type, and this is a simple, you can say that simple value we are assigning. And this, what is address? Address is taking value of object type, we can say, of object type. And object, we know that object have some properties, right? So what is the property? City. So if we are going to change in the property of the object, the LWC engine does not track automatically. We will see the example. So I have written the last line: to tell the framework to observe changes to the properties of an object, decorate the field with track. Means track, if you read the word track, means it is used to track something, right? Track. So it used to track changes inside object or array. Let's see the example. Let's close all this. So here, see, this is a track test Lightning Web component I have made, right? Now let's see inside the inside the JS file, I have declared a variable name and assigned value Amit Kumar. I have declared another variable color, and it is an array of string, right? The value of the color is array of strings. And I have declared another, I'm removing at the track as of now. I have created another variable address, which is taking value of object type. You see that object type. This is not a simple value we are directly assigning, it's a object type. And object has some properties, right? Like here it has city, state, and pin code. So now see the changes here, right? For example, I am deploying this code again, and on the HTML, if you see that this is simple template, lightning card, right? And there is one input, lightning input of text type. It is the value binded with this variable name, right? And there is one event handler on change, and I am calling method on name change, right? This is on name change, label is name. And here I have written my name is whatever we are inputting, whatever we will type in the input text, it will show here. By default, it will show Amit Kumar on the load. Again, here I have created one more input field. It is taking value of address.city. As we know that, as we discussed yesterday also, we can access the object properties using dot notation also, right? So here I have binded the value of this input type text with address.city. And there is also event handler on change. I am calling one method on address change, which is written on here. So in these two methods, we are what we are doing, whatever we are typing in the input text, we are assigning that value in the name. And for example, if we are changing the name input text, we are reassigning this value, event.target.value, whatever we are typing. Similarly, if we are typing in the address, this input text, it will again assign address.city and whatever we have typed in the city input text. Let's see.
सर एक चीज बताओ, HTML में आपने स्ट्रॉन्ग एक टैग लिया है।
हम्म
ये स्ट्रॉन्ग टैग किस लिए, मतलब?
Strong, we have to show it bold. That's why.
अच्छा, बोल्ड के लिए.
जी जी. Uh, now I'm refreshing this. So if you see here, let's come on to the template. So lightning card title is hello, right? Hello is displaying here. Now after that, there is input text, right, of type text with label name and value is Amit Kumar, right? Because I have binded value name with this property name, right? And below this input text, it is written my name is Amit Kumar, right? So my name is, this is the variable, right? We have binded. How we bind it? You between the curly braces. Again, same city and my city name is Delhi. So if you change anything here, for example, I am changing Anil. So here it is displaying. My name is Anil. Means I have declared simple variable and whatever we are changing, it is reflecting on the HTML template. So why do you use track? What is the need of track then? This without using track, we can see that value is getting changed here. But if we change here, for example, I am changing it to Pune. It is not reflecting. It is not reflecting, but we were assuming that it should change here, but it is not changing. So why it is not changing? We just discussed the pointers because it's a object type. And what we are changing inside, we are changing we are not changing this address variable. We are changing the object. We are changing the sorry, you can say that we are changing the property of the object city. We are not changing the whole address or you can say that whole address variable. We are changing the value of, what is the value of the address? Its object. And what we are changing? Property of that object. You can say one property of that object, and that is city. So by default, if we
और
are
सर
going to,
प्रॉपर्टी प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ ये एड्रेस का जो प्रॉपर्टी है, सिटी, पिन कोड, स्टेट, ये भी तो चेंज नहीं हो रहा ना वहाँ पे.
that is what I am showing. It is not getting changed. I have binded only with city. Okay. Here I have binded with only city. So by default, the city value is Delhi. It is displaying. It is displaying there. But when I am changing the city to another value, it is not getting reflected. What it should get reflected, because what I am doing, I'm calling the event handler on change event handler. I'm reassigning the that value, whatever I am changing. It is happening in case of this variable, but it is not happening in case of this variable, right? If I am changing the name, it is getting changed. But if I changing the address city, it is not getting changed, right? I am changing whatever I am changing here, it is getting displayed. Amit Kumar, whatever I am changing, Irfan. But here, whatever I am changing, it is not getting changed. It is not getting changed. So what should be the reason? Anyone can tell. Have you understand the scenario or not?
Yeah, yes, sir. In
Yes,
object case,
understand.
it will object case
Means
में वो
Yeah, yeah, tell me.
only primitive can change with, I mean, default, it's a primitive default track already, right?
Hmm.
एंड ऑब्जेक्ट एंड अरे अगर ट्रैक करना है, मतलब ये करना है, तो उसको ट्रैक डेकोरेटर से डिनोट करना पड़ेगा.
Okay, right.
यानी ये कितने लेवल तक ट्रैक कर सकता है? आई मीन सपोज एड्रेस में अगर और बिलिंग एड्रेस या कुछ दूसरा एड्रेस होगा तो?
That is not defined anywhere ki how much how many nested it can go, right? That is not defined anywhere, but we don't we can say that we don't face any scenario that there are so many nested, right?
Right.
Right, so many nested JSON we get, yeah. But that there is also a way to do that. If the track is also not able to track the changes of a nested, you can say that nested objects, right?
Yes.
So there we can see that if I mark this variable, you can say that property with at the rate track decorator, it will give the extra power and it will tell LWC engine to track the changes. So now it is coming error. So first of all, we have to import this track power. You can say that track from the LWC module. So first of all, to use at the rate track, we have to import track mod. You can say that track from the LWC module. So here I have made the track. I have made this address property, which is taking value of object type at the rate track. I have assigned this address property with at the rate track. Now see the changes. So now you can see that it is getting changed. Whatever I type, it is getting changed. So I think now you get understanding of track property. You can say that track is not a property, track decorator. So now we can understand when to use track or not, right? So there is also other way to do this. So if you don't want to, because what here we are doing, it is we are changing the original object. We are changing the value of you can say that the original object. If you don't want to change, we can make use of another way also. So we can discuss later also. So I just wanted to show ki how what is the purpose of track. So basically, track is used to track the changes inside object or array. If you are using object and array, and we want to track the changes inside the property of that object, so we need to make use of at the rate track decorator. And as we discussed, it gives extra power to variable that it will get track, right? Another way to do is what we can do. Let me show you. Let's see it is running or not. So it is also running. So without using track, what we are doing, we are making use of this is a triple dot. This is called a spread operator. This is an operator of JavaScript, right? So what we are doing here, we are changing the whole, you can say that we are assigning here previously what we are doing, we are changing the address dot city, means property of the value. But here we are changing the whole value, directly assigning address. In case of simple variable, what we are doing, we are simply assigning the value. So if we change the value, it will get tracked. But in case of a object, what we are doing, we are changing the one property of the object value, right? Value. So that's why it's not getting tracked. So here what we are doing, we are changing the whole, you can say that we are assigning the whole new value. So what a spread operator does, you can simply understand this is a left side and this is a right side. So first it is taking the whole object, right? You can say that whole object, whole value. And right side is what I am assigning, city and event dot target dot value. Then it checks in the left side, is there in property of city? If it is find key, if yes, there is a city, then it overrides with the new value. If it does not find city, it will add one more, you can say that one new property also. For example, yeah, for example, city, as for example, like country. So what it will do, it will, if we print this address property, there will be one more property called country. Understood? So basically this is a use of a spread operator. So by using a spread operator, what we are doing, we are changing the whole, we are changing the, you can say that what we can say, the whole value of this address property. That's why it is getting tracked. So without making use of track, we can also do with a spread operator. Understood? Any question here?
सर बट ये स्प्रेड ऑपरेटर तो ओरिजिनल ऑब्जेक्ट को नहीं ये कर रहा है ना, ये तो असाइन कर रहे हैं हम बाद में.
Sorry?
एग्जैक्टली सर, मेरा भी यही पॉइंट है। स्प्रेड ऑपरेटर तो आई थिंक कॉपी होती है उस ओरिजिनल ऑब्जेक्ट की, और अगर कोई मॉडिफाई करते हैं तो वो नए ऑब्जेक्ट जो कॉपी किया उसके अंदर अपडेट होता है, रादर देन ओरिजिनल में अपडेट होता है, आई थिंक।
But we are assigning what we are doing, na? What we are doing, we are creating another copy and assigning the same in the original, right?
ओके ओके. आई मीन अगर सेम ऑब्जेक्ट पे ऑपरेशन डायरेक्टली चाहिए तो वहीं पे ट्रैक डेकोरेटर यूज करो. एंड अगर अदर कॉपी करके या फिर सेपरेट करके फिर असाइन करना है तो फिर ये यूज कर सकते हैं स्प्रेड ऑपरेटर.
Right.
ओके ओके.
Okay, understood.
ओके सर।
You are saying right. So what? So here I am not creating another property. I am assigning this into the same property, right? So it will override, right? So if
यस
it,
यस.
for example, if I assign it to another variable, then it will not, right? Right?
या ओके सर, आई गॉट इट।
Okay. So now we are clear about track. So we can make use of track. If we don't want to go for a spread operator like this, we can simply use @track and we can see that key whatever we are changing inside the object and array, it will get reflected on the HTML template. So track gives this extra power, right? Now
सर अगर ऑब्जेक्ट के अंदर ऑब्जेक्ट डिफाइन हो तो उस केस में भी एक्सेस हो जाएगा, वो ऑब्जेक्ट एक्सेस हो जाएगा ट्रैक विद ट्रैक के साथ।
right.
ओके
Right. So why don't we test this? I have also not tested. Let's test this. What I can do? Let me okay, sorry. So here I am making I've created employee details, right? Inside this, there is you can say that what value it is taking? It is taking of object type. Inside object, there is also you can say that there is also an object type. There is also a property which is of object type. Now address. Now you can say that name Amit Kumar. And that's fine. Keep it like this. Role one, create one more trainer. So I hope we understand this, right, Jason, right? Employee details, whatever the name we can keep, maybe person details, yeah, trainer details. Let's make it trainer details to make it more relatable. So trainer details. So what value it is taking type of object type, and object inside object there is also property of one more property which is of object type, and these three are simple property. Now let's see, we want to change the address. We want to change the address city. Let's see what is happening. It is happening or not using track. So let's, for example, first of all, we have to bind it here. Address dot city. ठीक है, that's correct. Now on change, what we are doing, event dot target dot value. Sorry. I'm not making as of now track. So understood this example, right? We are clear here, right?
Yes.
Cannot read properties of undefined reading city. Trainer details. Trainer details. dot address. Okay, here it is giving error. Sorry. Here we need to also change. Fine. So now what it is showing? So Delhi, right? It is showing. So we are able to access the object. Now I am changing. So it is not. It will not get changed. But here it will get changed because it is a simple variable, right? So why it is changing? Sorry. This dot name. This dot. I change here. Here it got changed. On address change. On name change. This dot trainer details. This dot name. Did you see this? Why it got changed? It should not get changed. Is there any on name change? We are displaying name and my city name is trainer dot. Right. It is strange. Now again I am changing here. It is getting changed. Okay. So what is happening here? Okay. Let me test alert. Can anyone guess why this is happening? Let me Amit Kumar. Now I have changed D. Means D. Okay, it alert with means this dot trainer details dot address city got changed, right? It is printing the value, right? Now again, if I do the changes df, right? Now here if I change df, it is getting tracked. This is something weird. What I can guess, कि internally on the next render, it is able to uh, we can say that what is happening means here I am changing this changing here, right? So it is again re-rendering the whole template and then it is tracking the previous value. So let me test one more time.
Maybe cache issue, sir.
Mm, it should not be the case. So My laptop got hang. Just a second, give me some time. I think we need to reconnect again. I'm not sure. So do you know how to my mouse is not working. My keypad is not working. So what whenever I face this issue, I restart the laptop. So it will create.
Sir, try with window key.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 3, 4 times or multiple times. Just press window key multiple times.
I think I have the recording will also. Can anyone take the host control or not? Are you able to take the host control? Because recording will lose the recording. Press any of these keys of keyboard and press any of these keys on your keyboard function effect and then press the touchpad at the same time. Press any of these keys on your keyboard. I think I need to restart the laptop and reconnect. The whole recording will get no worries. I will record the session again. So let's reconnect in 5 minutes.
सर किसी को होस्ट बना के ट्रैक कर लें रिकॉर्ड अगर सेव हो सकती है.
आप लोग देखो कोई होस्ट ले सकता है क्या एक्सेस देर इज देर
Request.
ओके अप्रूव्ड सो या you do this you do a stop share and end the meeting, then there is a stop share. You do the stop share. Are you able to see? minimize all the things. Yeah, there is. Are you able to see the zoom window? No, no. Yeah, there is a zoom. Yeah, yeah. This one, right? Yeah. End meeting. Yeah, end meeting for all. You press end meeting for all, and then there will be end meeting for all. There is a there is a yeah, give me control. There is just a second, just a second. Can you minimize Word file? Just give me a second. यू प्रेस आप क्लोज करो इसको, ये वाले को। आपको जूम का दिख रहा है क्या? जूम का नहीं, मिडिल ऑफ द स्क्रीन देर इज ए पॉपअप एंड मीटिंग फॉर ऑल। नो नो नो, ऑन द मिडिल ऑफ द स्क्रीन। हाँ, ये एंड मीटिंग ऑफ फॉर ऑल। आपको दिख रहा है क्या? नहीं दिख रहा है क्या रिफान, वो वाला पता नहीं एक मिनट। हाँ, एक बार उसको क्रॉस करना आप। अभी आपको मिडिल स्क्रीन पे दिख नहीं रही? एंड मीटिंग फॉर ऑल करके दिख रहा है मुझे। एक मिनट रुकना आप जरा, एक मिनट रुकना। एक बार ये आप इसको एक मिनट। जूम, अब जूम को जरा क्रॉस करना, वहां पे जूम का क्रॉस आ रहा है मिडिल ऑफ द स्क्रीन। हाँ, क्विट जूम करना जरा, क्या आ रहा है? क्विट जूम करो। यहाँ पे आ रहा है मिडिल ऑफ द स्क्रीन पे एंड मीटिंग फॉर ऑल करके आ रहा है। आपको नहीं दिख रही है क्या? यहीं पे आ रहा है। आप एक बार कर्सर रखो, एक बार। हाँ, यहाँ एक मिनट। हाँ, उसको क्रॉस करना जरा। क्रॉस पे आपको कुछ हो रहा है क्या? वहां पे क्रॉस का भी है जहाँ पे कर्सर है अभी। नहीं हो रहा है।
ये मीटिंग कंट्रोल में जाओ।
हाँ, मीटिंग कंट्रोल में जाना आप। हाँ।
ये हाँ, ये ओपन।
हम्म यहाँ पे क्लिक करना जरा, क्लिक करना। हाँ, जस्ट प्रेस जहाँ पे था अभी आपका कर्सर। प्रेस, जस्ट प्रेस। प्रेस करना जरा। क्लिक करने पे कुछ हो रहा है? नहीं हो रहा है, पता नहीं। यहाँ पे एंड मीटिंग आ रहा है लेकिन आप प्रेस नहीं कर पा रहे हो। वो आपको दिख नहीं रहा है शायद फिर।
ये हमको विजिबल ही नहीं है वो।
हाँ, विजिबल ही नहीं है वो, पता नहीं क्यों, ऐसा क्या सेटिंग है फिर। एग्जिट का भी ऑप्शन है। चलो कोई नहीं है, फिर मैं इस इतने पार्ट को मैं अलग से, ट्रैक वाले पार्ट को अलग से रिकॉर्ड कर दूंगा। वो करना पड़ेगा अब। अभी के लिए हम रिकनेक्ट करते हैं फिर से। ठीक है इरफान, अभी के लिए रिकनेक्ट करते हैं फिर से इसको। करते हैं, अब गया ये।